Well, good morning everyone. So the day has finally come. Yep, it is the first startup and see if this thing actually works, kind of. It's not the actual like chipping test day, but to make sure the hydraulics work, feed table, winch, yeah, hydraulics. So I'm gonna flip around, can I show you guys what I've done so far? Right now, all we have to do to get this thing started is add hydraulic fluid back in the tank, battery cable, got a little list over here. Gotta add some bolts to the hydraulic valve block, but other than that, she's ready to fire up. And then I can make sure everything's working how I want, pump in, it's returning to the system. Hopefully it walks back and forth, yada yada. Then start getting ready for paint. And then actually, well, maybe I should shove some wood through it before I paint it. Oh, we'll see. As long as everything works, you know, I have a feeling that's gonna be some bugs I want to work out. And if I have to wait for those little parts to fix those bugs, I'm just gonna paint it because I am running out of time. So let me turn around and show you guys. Alright, so here should be, you know, there's a couple things that I'll probably later on redo. I can't tell if this lens is dirty or not. It's really bugging me. I think that's better. So here's the hydraulic system. It's like stuff like this, okay? This is kind of looks like a plumbing department, but is what I have worked with. No one in town had the weldable bongs to do this how I wanted, and I don't have time. So this is little stuff I can do in my off time when it's working. So you got return from tracks. Not return from tracks. You have return from. You got return from something. I can't remember where this goes. You got case drain for final drives. You got big filter here for the whole system. This is the main return. This is all out of 1-inch line. Goes through the cooler. This still has to be wired in. And then all the hydraulics are done up there. Winch rope is just sitting there because I can't fill it in. But this is what I've been working on. And this is the whole system. So there's a plate that goes up here. This door folds down, up and down. It has this, as you can see. So it's yeah. It is very, very close. And then this is where the computer box will go. I can't open it because this door's down right now. All the wiring is coming through. Here is your actuators for all of your system. And like I said, you still can totally manually operate everything if it fails. This shuts here, so nothing can breach this system when you're feeding it to accidentally walk or put a blade down and smash someone. So it's all a lot of safety stuff, you know, gotta keep safety up. This is for your winch. This is for, yeah, this is winch. This is for feed table up and down. Safety bar is still hooked up. Has an actuator rod down and over to here. One thing I am probably going to do is have a shut-off valve for the winch so no one can accidentally hit this lever or some type of locking device, because I don't want people just actuating the winch all the time and snapping the rope. So this right here, what I have to do next is I'm going to have a safety lock so I can lock this thing in the stop position, because I do not want the feed tables rotating when I am walking the machine. There's no need for that, and just for safety. You know, if this thing breaks and I need to sit here and walk it manually, I can and not worry about this still rotating. So, but yeah, so that is that, and there'll be a whole video on doing the whole wiring of this remote control, but I want to make sure the mechanical part of it is working. The lines come down. This is all going to get still wrapped, but it comes down to the undercarriage. That'll be wrapped. Made a shield over the DPF. This is the front engine cover. It still isn't done. I'm going to do the latches. It's going to get some design here. That is the doghouse to protect the hydraulic pump, because yeah, it sticks out a little bit. That's just what it is. Oh, I haven't showed this. So this is the pulley system. Had it machined, slips right over the other one into the threads. That's torqued back down. Belts, yada yada. Comes down here and you got your adjustment rail. I think I'm just a hair off. I've put a level and it seems good. It just, my naked eyeball says this needs to clock a little bit, so I might turn this just a hair. But I'm gonna let the belt break in just for a second. Yeah. So this is the door here. Oh, all these screens can be removed up and down. There will be a bolt here. I'm working on the latches right now, because what's happening is I bought these and I'm not a huge fan of them, so I got to figure that out. But the goal is where I just undo all this and I'm gonna blow this whole thing out. Def tanks there. Here's your main feed to the pump. I was going to try to run it through there, but there's not enough room. It's really tight through there. There's already a lot going on. Here's your just automatic shut off. Boom. Something's acting up, shut it off. So that makes it feel a little bit better. I don't have to worry about people, you know, in case something goes sideways, you can shut the hydraulic off, shut the motor off really quick. You know, yes, is it good for the, the hydraulic motor to suck up no hydraulic fluid? Yeah, but there's your emergency kill. Let's put it that way, if you had to. Everything shut off for the fuel, shut off for there. All of your engine kill and everything is in here. What used to be seeming like a lot easier to get into, but there will be another emergency shut off. I'm kind of considering about maybe relocating this engine panel and turning it 180 out, but I have not decided what I'm going to do. Or I guess it'd be 90, not 180. 180 would be backwards. So, but yeah, I'm going to finish up the loose a little bit, and then let's see if this thing fires up. Okay, so turning hydraulic fluid on, turning the fuel on, taking this off, wiring here, stand back.
Oh, where's my scooter?
Okay. Are we forgetting anything?
No, I'm good.
Oh, goodness. See what I'm saying about the fuel? Hear all the air? We have a shitty connection. I had this issue last time. I think. It's recording right now.
No, it is. It wasn't.
Let's see.
Attempt number.
Way more than I want to count.
Unfortunately.
That's sketchy, but we're gonna send it.
What the heck? And the battery voltage is reading the same on it.
Here. I got an idea. Okay. We definitely have some twerks. And I don't know if it just shut off because of codes or what. But it freaking moved. There's tons of coolant on the belts. I'm a little nervous why the belt is squeaking so much though. And I have no clue what we're gonna do about that. I mean, you can see though, just really oily. So hopefully I fix the coolant leak. I don't see any more leaks. But dude, it freaking moved. Not well, but it moved. Do have a leak back there, and the chute does not want to move at all. So, yippee. So, I want to just walk in a little bit more forwards and then we shut it off. And the reason why is because I want to clean up underneath of it. So, let's fire this thing up. I don't know why I still got to do this. So yeah, fuel pressure goes down to 10 pounds. So that's not 10 PSI. Oh, look it! I can clean and pick up everything that I dropped. And it's there. Ah, you know what? Yes, is it not working perfectly? No. Is the belt squealing like crazy? Yes, but I think I could tighten that up. Is the pressure way down? Yes. But is it working? Kind of. I don't know. All I know, this is a short video, but you guys need to see something. I'm just stoked it made it forwards. Definitely got to figure it out. But dude, it looks badass. Oh, I'm so excited. One thing I did notice right away is this belt, this track needs to get tightened, and so does this one. Oh, look it. It's there. It made it to there. Oh, my kid candy store. Well, so after the test run and trying to figure out that low fuel pressure issue, yep, there's no motor on the chipper. It is coming with me, and we're gonna drive about 3 hours, and we're gonna have to bring it to the dealer. And the reason why is, well, not the dealer. It's a mobile mechanic that is, all they do is Deutz. Can't still say it, I don't know why. And it's, some reason is bypassing the fuel. And I checked it, there's no metal in the fuel injection pump. That's all working fine. Everything about it's fine, but some reason the relief pressure is just bypassing straight back to the return. So we got to figure that out. And at the same time, thought about just bringing them over here, figuring it out, and I'll put the parts in. But I'm like, you know what? I got to pay them to drive 3 hours. There is other ones here, but they don't have availability for like 3 weeks to even get to me. And this guy said, hey, you know what? Tomorrow's kind of an odd day. If you want to bring it down, meet me at my house at 8 a.m. We'll just work on my yard, and let's do it. And all the parts are right down the street. So don't have time for it, but at the same time, I don't have 3 weeks. I need this thing done. So there it is, the rails, the lines. What's nice is now I can come in, put all nice grommets and everything on this. We were pressure washing it, and then it just started pouring. Boxes, protect these lines. Yeah, a lot of little stuff out of the sun I can be doing. And hopefully I can just bring this motor back tomorrow, and we're not waiting for parts, and you can just fix it. And it's nothing major that's gonna make me go bankrupt. But you know, that's just the life I chose. So, see, we start kind of stripping down the paint a little bit. We're not going to go crazy, but it's getting really close. So, this will be a whole video on its own. Well, figured I gotta explain what happened once I got the motor down there and everything. I didn't record. I didn't know if the guy felt like he wanted to be recorded, so I kind of crossed lower there in that video of it running. But pretty much, I took this thing over there for absolutely no reason. Spent about $400 because their hourly is like $1.85 an hour. And then I spent 6 hours of driving and all that good stuff to find out that it was someone else's issue. You can see this is kind of the future me. There's a little bit of paint on this chipper now, so I don't really care if you guys see it because you'll see it eventually. So let me flip around and I'll explain to you what was going on, why it was starting the way it is, and when it started with the button, and what I've had to do since then. So let me flip around. So first off, the reason why the motor was throwing tons of codes and it was shutting off is because there was a electric fuel pump right here. And what it did, if you watch the original video of this, pretty sure I talk about this, it went from tank to this pump to this filter, then this filter to this electric pump back here, then through to the high pressure pump, yada yada. I thought it was kind of weird there was two pumps, and literally right when I get there, he's all showing, and he pulls off some of these things, says, oh, there's your issue right there, you have a black wire, you need a whole new harness. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, whole new harness, dude, that's really expensive, you know, once you break it down and everything. I mean, that's probably $2,000 for a harness. And I was like, dude, why couldn't you just like run, you know, fix the pigtail? And I literally said, isn't it weird that these things have two electric lift pumps, fuel pumps? He's like, what? There should be only one. And right when he said that, I said, crap, that's my issue. So we bypassed this. And the only reason why I didn't think it looked factory. It was very cleanly done, whoever did it. So I ran to this pump straight to the fuel tank. And sure enough, turned the key on. None of that air suctioning sound. Pretty much was this pump was having such a hard time, and this pump wasn't feeding properly anymore. It was worn out. So sucking through that as like a resistance. Sure enough, this thing built 50 pounds, fired right up. Okay. Well, it didn't fire up. It was doing that stupid clicky thing on the computer screen. Well, the computer screen over here has it. When you turn the key to auto or main, you press this button to start it. Okay. And it would go click, and it would crank over a quarter turn, and it wouldn't work. Well, some reason, when I had it there and we put a battery, it would work okay. My battery is kind of low. Pretty much what's happening is the computer shows such a low voltage drop, even though the battery is saying it's charged. So I need a bigger cold cranking amp battery. Hopefully not, because I don't have room for it. Might have to upgrade to a dual battery setup. Because what's happening is this machine now is cranking over a full hydraulic pump that is clutchless. I don't want a clutch here because that's more stuff going on. And honestly, once it fires up, you need the hydraulics for all the stuff I do. So it is kind of what it is. This doesn't cost too much resistance. But with the one battery, I'm hoping to just get a bigger battery, it'll be fine. I haven't done this yet. It won't do it, and I can press the button. What's hilarious, though, is if you come over here with screwdrivers or a push button, it cranks over fine. No problem. So the other option, what I could do, is just put a direct push button start and bypass the push start in on the computer. That's the option. It's kind of funky. But again, obviously, this computer has a lot of safety issues, and it's annoying. So that was one of the issues. But from now on, I got that figured out. And if you guys remember the squeaky belt, and this will be all in future videos, I just want to explain, this thing got covered in coolant. and they needed adjustment. I have adjusted them now, and this thing works way better. I don't hear belt squeak, all that. And I adjusted the hydraulic pressure. In the original video, and I'll have more videos on this, I was only building 500 pounds of oil hydraulic pressure. 500 PSI. This machine should be about 2,500 at full throttle to run all the doohickey bobs. Yes, there is a partial coat of paint. There is kind of some stuff left, and pretty much what's happening is I'm way past my deadline, okay? I was hoping this thing had this thing done late September, October. I started a big job. I was kind of hoping to have this on there. Didn't work out. I've been running the mulcher on the skid steer and running the excavator, the older excavator, the big mulcher and stuff like that. So I made work without it. And the reason why is because I was pushing and pushing and I was pinning stuff to the other side to get this thing done. And I noticed that I was going to start doing shortcuts and not doing it how I want. So I took a step back. I honestly have not touched this chipper in about 3 weeks till the other night, and I only spent about an hour on it. I'm hoping to come out here and start working on it in the next week. Today is December 19th, 20th, and I would love to get this thing wrapped up before New Year's. It is damn near. The paint did not come out how I want. There's still tons of little stuff to finish. But battery, the electronic controls, as you can see, I did move the computer system over here. Did not like it over there. I'm building another shroud for back here now. But yeah, there will be a whole video on the paint. You guys, if you watched all the way in, you guys get a sneak peek. Yippee for you. But yeah, other than that, it is coming really good. I'll stand back here. So pretty much what it is going to be all black with red lettering. The paint did not come out how I would like. I listened to the paint shop, and in my honest opinion, was sold something that shouldn't have been sold to me. So again, is what it is. It is coming along. It will be finished. I just honestly, I had to take a break from it. I just, if you guys know, I've been working on this thing on and off since July. And there was a couple weeks I spent the whole week working on it. Took some time off after some big jobs we got done beginning of the year. Me and the guys, we busted butt. And we got it done, the jobs, and I wanted to work in the shop. And once about October hit, I can tell you I was ready to take a break and work on some other stuff. Everything was getting postponed and not done right, and I need to get ready for a big job. So, like I said, this thing will still be getting done, will be completed, and hopefully soon. Full videos of it shipping away and all that, and figuring out the little issues. But I'm excited. But again, do it right the first time. I didn't want to rush it, get it done, sit in the job, and not have it done how I want. So, hope you guys enjoyed. There's your little video. Still so much little stuff, but it's getting there. Yeah, it's actually really not much. I did have to expand that box and stuff like that, but you know what? We're getting there. Oh, and I did get that to work. I had to get a whole different motor and put on. I'll post a little video of it working right now for you guys. And on that note, thank you guys. Please subscribe. Lots of cool videos coming, hopefully. I literally got like 20 videos, and I'm just like waiting for little parts to make it one complete video and finish it in parts. So stay tuned.